Hey, welcome to the show. Today we are doing Module 2, Grade 3, Module 2, with Lesson 4. We're talking about time here. So let's take a look at this Lesson 4 application problem. Patrick and Lily start their chores, that means work, if you don't know what chores is, at 5 p.m. The clock shows what time Lily finishes. So here's the clock. And the number line shows what time Pat finishes, Patrick. So who finishes first? Explain how you know. All right, it also says solve the problem without drawing a number line. So, all right, let's take a look at this right here. So we got 5 o'clock. All right, so I'm just going to put 5 o'clock right here, p.m. And then for Lily, what time does she finish? All right, so first of all, I always take a look at the hour hand first. All right, and so it's 5 something. So I'm going to put 5 right here. And right here it's 5:30, 5:35, 5:40, 41, 42, 43. So if you put down 5:43 or 44, it's really hard to see those little ticks right there. If you got it somewhere close, that's good enough for me. And then I'm going to go ahead and subtract, use subtraction to find that answer. So 3 minus 0 would be 3, 4 minus 0 would be 4, and 5 minus 5 would be 0. So we have 43 minutes. All right, so let's take a look at Patrick here. This number line right here, kind of tough to read at first. So I always like to put in I always take a look to see how many marks I have here. So I would have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. So I can put them in by 5s, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And you didn't really have to go past here, mark this up, because we have enough information here. So I have 31 minutes. So it's going to be 5:31. All right, so I'm going to put down 5:31 and then subtract it by 5 o'clock. So our answer would be 31 minutes. All right, let me put the MI here. MIN means minutes, abbreviated. So it says, who finished first? Well, the less amount of time would be 31 minutes. So Patrick finished first. All right, let's move on to the next one. And if you did your equation, if you solved it a different way, that's awesome. Like I said, when I'm teaching a class, I might have 18 students and 18 different ways they achieve the problem. So you might solve it a different way as long as you kind of come up with the same answer. Good for me. All right, let's go on to page 161, lesson 4, problem set. Use the number line to answer problems 1 through 5. All right, so it says Cole starts reading at 6:23 p.m. He stops at 6:49. How many minutes does Cole read? All right, so when we make our number line, we kind of have to figure out the information. Did I start before 6 o'clock? No. So I'm just going to draw a line right here. And oops, I got something underneath my number line got a little crooked. And so I'm just going to put 6 right here. All right, 6 o'clock. And so like my other number line right here was at 5 o'clock, this would be at 6 o'clock. And if you want to put the numbers up here or down here, that's your choice. And then I'm going to have this end at 7 o'clock. And then I'm just going to mark this off. So I'm just going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm going to put 6:30 right here just for my own information. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Now, I had some left over here. I probably should have done the counting first. That's okay. So I'm just going to put 7 o'clock right here and scratch out this part. All right. This is just figuring for yourself. All right. I think it's great to put down marks or different equations, whatever you need to come up with a solution. What are we trying to solve? How many minutes does Cole read? That's what we're trying to figure out. So Cole starts reading at 6:23. So right here is 25, and this is 20, and 23 would be right here. And so I'm going to put down 23. And then he stops reading at 6:49. So I have 6:35, 6:40, 45, I'm sorry, 35, 40, 45, 50. So here's 50. And right here would be 6:49, okay? This is where I'm like, okay, was this good way to do this problem? The number line, all right? Always want you guys to start thinking, was this needed? To me, I don't think this was needed. I think that just, we take a look at this problem, easy. Take a look at this, 6:49 and then 6:23. Just use simple subtraction. All right. Yes, they want you to do the number line just to kind of show you what's going on. I need to figure out this time right in here to figure out how long it is that he was studying. Well, I can find it super fast, super easy by using subtraction. 9 minus 3 is 6. 4 minus 2 is 2. He did it in 26 minutes. All right. Again, the book says, Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45 p.m. after practicing for 37 minutes. What time did Natalie's practice start? I guess I would, and they want you to do a number line. But I guess I'd tell my students, hey, if you got a simpler way to find the answer, go for it. All right. Your teacher might not agree with this, but I am saying, hey, if I don't think we should be required that we have to do the number line. The number line is a visual representation, and we can see that, and we can just put in the number line as a visual representation, but in real life, we're probably not going to be doing that number line. We're going to be doing subtraction. And the subtraction of time, it does get a little bit detailed because when we're doing regrouping or borrowing, we're not treating this like a 3-digit number. We're treating this like time, because this is minutes and this is hours. And I will do some videos on that more. But I just don't like to confuse the kiddos. If they like doing the number line, go for it. If they can figure out the answer a different way, all the power to them. So Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45 p.m. after practicing for 37 minutes. What time did Natalie's practice start? All right. Let me see here. How do I want to do this here? Practice at 2:45. So Natalie finishes piano practice at 2:45 after practicing 37 minutes. So here's our number line right here. And I'm just going to put, maybe up here, I'll put 3 o'clock. And I don't know where this is going. It might be less, but I'm going to put 2 o'clock right here. And this will be right here. This will be 2:30. And right here is 2:45. And right here would be 2:15. Visual representation, this is what it is. She finishes at 2:45. Boom, right here. That means she practiced for 37 minutes. So 37 minutes from here to there. Not 2:37, 37 minutes. All right. So 37 minutes before that. So in my opinion, I would probably use, I'm checking this out before I make any mistakes, 2:45 p.m. and I'm going to try subtraction. I'm just going to take a look to see what it is. Let's take a look at this. She was started at 2:45. She practiced for 37 minutes. Okay, so I'll put 37 right here. Subtract. Need to borrow. Take one from the 4 right there. 15. All right. 15 minus 7 would be 8. So this would bring this down. 3 minus 3 is 0. And then 2. All right. So she started at 2:08. So right here is 2:15, 2:10, 2:05, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somewhere right in there at 2:08. All right. That's when she started. That's when she ended. Am I right? Always check your work. All right. Let's check it out. We have, she started at 2:08. She practiced for 37 minutes. So let's add 37. 8 plus 7 would be 5. Carry the 1. 3 plus 1 would be 4. 2:45. All right. That's how I would do it. I would use subtraction. Always check your work. All right. Visual representation. This part right here, boom. That's where she practiced. She started at 2:08, ended at 2:45. Okay. Number 3. I'm not even going to try this name. Jen. I'll just put Jen. All right. Some of these names are just too complicated. I'm sorry about that. Why should we complicate our readers out there? We got all different types of readers. This should be math. This should not be reading. All right. Jen works on her scrapbook for 11:27 a.m. to 11:58 a.m. How many minutes does she work on her scrapbook? Okay. Again, they want you to use the number line. I don't know if you can still watch my video, but when they take the test, when this is real life, we're not going to use those number lines. Number lines are for visual representation. We need to find the answer. All right. So if you really wanted that number line, here's the number line. We started somewhere at 11, and we'll probably end around 12. This right here, 11:30, and we can figure this out. I'm going to go ahead and use subtraction. 11:58. I'm breaking the rules here, but you know what? I want to find the answer. And this is the simplest way to find the answer. 8 minus 7. We're subtracting. 1. 5 minus 2. 3. How many minutes does she work on her scrapbook? 31 minutes. Right there. All right. She ended somewhere in here, and she started somewhere in here. That's good enough for me for my visual representation right here. That's when she did it. We got the answer. 31 minutes. Boom. All right. Don't make this harder than it is. All right. Prepare our students for real life, and that's how you get it in real life. Nate finishes his homework at 4:47 after working on it for 38 minutes. Try to figure out, what does the question mean? All right. They're throwing in too many words here. I'm sorry. Nate finishes his homework. So he finishes homework at 4:47 after working on it for 38 minutes. All right. So he's done working at 4:47. Here's your number line again. 5 o'clock. All right. 4 o'clock. 4:30. That's the middle part. This is probably 45 right here. That's 15. He ended right here. 38 minutes. All right. I need to figure out where the 38 minutes. Again, subtraction. Fast and easy. 4:47 minus 38 minutes. Boom. Got to borrow. Here's the 3. This is going to be 17 minus 8 would be 9. 3 minus 3 is 0. 4. 409. Here's 15. This would be 10 and 5. That's going to be right there. That's good enough for me. All right. Visual representation, real world application. Right there. Subtraction. All right. Andrea goes fishing at 9:03 a.m. Andrea, if you want to get some nice fish, got to get up earlier. 6 o'clock is the best time to go fishing. Okay. She fishes for 49 minutes and probably gets bored because there's fishing. The sun's getting up high around that time during the summer, and you should get out there earlier. All right, remember, early worm gets the bird. No, the early bird gets the worm. And yeah. Okay, she fishes for 49 minutes. Andrea goes fishing at 9:03. She fishes for 49 minutes. What time is Andrea done fishing? Well, why'd you give up? You just, enjoy it. If you're out there going to spend the day fishing, stay out there fishing. It's not about catching the fish. It's just about enjoying the outdoors. Again, it should not be that difficult. 9:03 plus 49 minutes, right there. All right, 9 plus 3, 12. Carry the 1, 4, 5. All right. 9:52. Andrea's done fishing at 9:52 a.m. All right. Once again, don't, later on, when you start getting into this a little bit more involved, remember, this is hours, this is minutes. Don't treat it like a 3-digit number for subtraction, okay? It gets a little detailed. But right now, these are easy problems to do. 9:52 a.m. All right. I'm not going to do a number line. I got it figured out. Dion walks to school. I'm not sure if I'm saying their name right. So this person walks to school. The clock below shows when he leaves his house and when he arrives. So this is when he leaves, and this is when he arrives. So right now, first of all, I take a look at the hour hand. That is in the land of the 7. That is 7 something. So I'm going to put 7 right here. And then I take a look at the minute hand. So that would be 30, 35, 36, 37. So it's 7:37. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take a look at this problem here. This is 7 right here. All right, I'm going to write this time over here. 7. And then this would be 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. The minute hand says 56. So we're going to subtract, and I'm putting this one right here, this number right above this number here, 756. I'm going to just use simple subtraction, all right? Works for me. Borrow from the 5, which would be 4. This would be 16. 16 minus 7 is 9. 4 minus 3 is 1. How many minutes does it take this guy to walk to school? 19 minutes. 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 That's how I spell minutes. All right. Again, a little difficult name. All right. Sydney cleans her room for 45 minutes. She starts at 11:13 a.m. What time does Sydney finish cleaning her room? All right. So just take the problem. 11, 13, add 45 minutes to it. Just like that. This is simple addition. We're taking this time, we're adding minutes. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. Bring the 11 down. What time does Sydney finish cleaning her room? She finishes at 11:58. 2 minutes before 12. I hope the room is clean. Okay, next problem right here. The 3rd grade chorus performs a musical for school. The musical lasts 42 minutes. All right, so musical is just like a concert or something like that. Lasts 42 minutes, so this is information we need. It ends at 1:59 p.m. Okay, a minute before 2 o'clock. All right, so in your mind, it's really close to 2 o'clock. Anyway, put 1:59 right here. Okay, this is how I would do it. It says, what time did the music start? So by starting, it's going to be subtraction. So I'm just going to use subtraction, 42 minutes. Subtract 42 minutes. 9 minus 2, 7. 5 minus 4, 1. It started at 117. If you wanted to use that number line, you could. This right over here would be 2. And over here would be 1 o'clock. All right. This, my opinion, this gets you the answer. And so I just feel that we should be learning this way. Visual representation here, a lot easier, less confusing, and practical. This is what we use in real life right there. So, okay, last problem right here. Independent reading time starts at 1:34 p.m. It ends at 1:56 p.m. All right, take a look at that. It says draw the start time, draw the end time. All right. So let's go ahead and do the start time. Independent reading time starts at 1:34 p.m., ends at 1:56 p.m. And then it says, how many minutes does independent reading last? All right, so you know you're going to be using subtraction. So right away, I'm just going to go ahead and put this problem right here, get it all set up for me. We know we're just going to do that simple one. All right, I might as well just answer this right away. 6 minus 4, 2. 5 minus 3, 2. All right, how long does independent reading time last? 22 minutes. Look how fast that you guys can answer this problem by doing it this way. All right, but we need to show this as a visual representation. So we'll do that. So 1:34. Hour hand is a little bit past 1. Minute hand is at 1:34. Here's 1:30. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go over here. This is 1:56. Okay, that's super close to 2. So our hour hand is really close to 2. And 56, this is 55, 56 right here. Boom, there you go. Hey, why make this harder than it is? I feel that you guys are old enough. If you're doing all this, you're old enough to learn the real world math on how to solve these things. Teachers out there, I would teach, like I said, that this is minutes and this is hours. You can find some really cool videos on YouTube if you need to have a little introduction on this. But for me, when they're going to be taking the test, when they're going to do real world application, this is the way to teach them. All this is visual representation with the number lines and the clocks. But I feel that our kiddos right here in 3rd grade, they can handle both, and then they can make up their decision on which way is best for them to achieve the right answer. That's my opinion. You get an opinion when I work with Eureka Math, because I want my kiddos out there to succeed. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Hey, hit that subscribe button if you like it. Leave a comment and have a beautiful day. Adios. Goodbye.